Welcome to the second video of the college induction test playlist. In this video we are going to be taking a look at multiplying and dividing fractions. So here we have 2/3 multiplied by 4/5. This is quite straightforward really. All that we're doing when we multiply fractions is multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So 2 times 4 gives me the 8, 3 times 5 gives me the 15. Here we have got another multiplication sum, and in this one all that I'm going to do first is, like we did when we were adding and subtracting fractions, I'm going to turn these into top heavy fractions first. So this mixed number 2 1/4 will turn into the top heavy fraction 9/4. 4 times 2 gives me 8, add on the 1 gives me 9, so it gives me 9/4, and I'm multiplying that by 3 times 1/2 gives me 5/3. So 9/4 multiplied by 5/3, 9 times 5 gives me 45, and then 4 times 3 gives me 12. So this gives me an answer of, if I want to rewrite it as a mixed number, this gives me an answer of 3 9/12. All that I've done there is ask myself how many 12s fit into 45. So that's 3 with a remainder of 9/12, and so then I can then turn that into 3 3/4, just simplifying the 9/12. Now when we are dividing, all that we have to do to make this quite an easy, straightforward bit of arithmetic is simply take the reciprocal of the fraction that we are dividing by. So 1/5 divided by 2/3, I'm going to take the reciprocal of 2/3. So the reciprocal is just where we turn the fraction upside down, and by taking the reciprocal of 2/3, that turns it into a multiplication sum. So it becomes 1/5 multiplied by 3/2, and so that gives me an answer of 1 times 3 is 3, and then 5 times 2 gives me 10. So that gives me an answer of 3/10. So next one here, I've got 2 4/5 divided by 1 1/9. First thing that I'm going to do, like I did previously and like I have done in previous videos, is turn these into top heavy fractions. So 5 times 2 gives me 10, add on the 4 gives me 14/5, and then do exactly the same with 1 1/9. So that gives me 9 times 1, add on the 1, that gives me 10/9. Then because we are dividing, we simply take the reciprocal of the fraction we are dividing by, and that turns it into a multiplication sum. So then we get 14/5 multiplied by 9/10, and so that gives us an answer of 14 times 9, that gives me an answer of 126, and then 5 times 10 gives me an answer of 50. Then let's write this as a mixed number, because we've got a top heavy fraction, we can write it as a mixed number. So how many 50s fit into 126? 2, with a remainder of 26/50, which we could then say is the same as 2 13/25. So just simplifying the fraction part of my mixed number. Fairly straightforward again. Hopefully you'll remember this from GCSE. I've got 4 questions for you to have an attempt at. What I suggest you do now is pause the video and attempt the 4 questions, then the answers will be up shortly.